favorites this month brought to you by coffee. Hi guys, I am so excited if you couldn't tell because it's monthly favorites time. Hooray! A monthly favorites is probably my favorite video to make. Just because I feel like it's something you get to look forward to all month. I'm like collecting in my brain all of the things that I've loved, and then I get to share them all with you guys. So yeah, all of my monthly favorites for the month of June are pretty random. So they don't all fit into one category, which is like my life. So do kind of hold on for the ride here. Super, super random, but really fun. Also, I love this dress so much. My mom actually got it for me from Old Navy, and it fits so well. I'll have to show you. It's like a skater dress. How cute is that? You know, like very, very adorbs. I love it. All right, let's jump into these favorites. So for beauty, I only actually had one favorite for this past month because I found that I was using a lot of the products that I've either shared with you already in favorite videos or in Holy Grail videos. I kind of just really stuck to what I knew this month for no reason other than just like, you know, just grabbing what I know works. But I did love this IT Cosmetics highlighting powder, and I've had this actually for probably a couple months, but I wasn't getting around to using it, which is silly because I was contouring a lot and I was highlighting in different ways, but I'm really glad that I found, like, rediscovered this in my collection. It is the Hello Light Illuminating Powder, and it's so pretty. It comes with a mirror on one side and then this beautiful shimmery color on the other. And it really is, it's such a beautiful shimmer. It comes out, it's not terribly opaque, but you can definitely see it. So yeah, it's really pretty, and I found that it really sits nicely on the cheek. It lasts all day. And I've been loving IT Cosmetics lately, and I'm really excited. I want to order more products from them and try more things because I've had really, obviously, like their Bye Bye Under Eye is my go-to Holy Grail, my absolute favorite under eye concealer, and now I'm really loving this highlighter, so that's great. Okay, so let's jump into skincare, body care, sort of like showery, bathroomy products. Does that make sense? All right, so my favorite this past month has definitely been the Sunday Riley Good Genes lactic acid treatment. I actually heard Zoella talk about this product a couple of months ago, and I thought to myself, that's definitely something I need to try. It is on the pricey side, so it is not, it's definitely not something that you kind of just go in and grab. It is something, at least for me, that I like whenever I'm spending over, I want to say like whenever I'm spending over $60 on a product, I think about it for a little while. And so kind of thought about this product, finally saw that they were carrying it at Sephora, and I was in there one day, I needed to pick up more cream, and I picked it up. I thought, you know, I've been thinking about this for a long time, saved, I'm gonna try it. It comes in this bottle, it's so pretty, it's 1 fluid ounce. I love it. I have seen like the fine lines around my mouth. I have expression lines around my mouth, in between my eyebrows, and then on my forehead. And I have seen a noticeable difference when using this. It really does. It says it brightens, exfoliates, plumps lines, evens hyperpigmentation, and increases circulation for instant radiance. It really, really does all of those things. You do have to be careful. I'm not sure if it's the lactic acid or maybe it's just my skin being a little drier. It does sort of some nights, because I tend to use this only at night, just in an effort to save it and not go through it like crazy. But it will sort of tingle and burn a little bit in some spaces. But I don't think it doesn't hurt, and it goes away after like a minute. And that might just be my skin. You may use this product and not find that at all. But yeah, I really, really love this. I really would recommend this for people who have fine lines, who have hyperpigmentation, and are just looking for like a stronger treatment, because this is definitely a strong treatment. I wouldn't really recommend this for anyone who's like under the age of 16-ish, or if you don't really have any issues, you know, if you don't have any fine lines, if your skin still looks like gorgeous and new, I would go with a less serious, less harsh treatment, because this is an expensive investment in skincare, but I don't feel like if you don't have, you know, if you don't have those deep expression lines, it's not necessarily, I mean, it's more corrective, and it does say that it's a corrective treatment versus a preventative treatment. So maybe go for a more preventative treatment, but if you do have some of those fine lines or wrinkles, if you're sort of kind of on the cusp of, you know, hyperpigmentation, or you have a few dark spots, I would definitely say that this is a great investment. It's on that fine line between, like, you know, being like super expensive, right? Like La Mer, and, you know, I can't afford a $600 skin cream right now. But I do want to treat my skin well, and I want to, you know, preserve its youthful appearance for as long as possible. So I feel like this is a good compromise. Next skincare item I talked about a little bit in a previous video, I forgot which one. But this is the Laura Mercier Flawless Skin Face Polish. This stuff is so great. It is an exfoliant. It is a pretty serious exfoliant. So it's definitely not, you know, you're not going to put it on your face and think, oh, you know, there's a nice like lather to this and there's a few beads. But no, this thing is like full exfoliant. I think I mentioned in one of my videos that it almost feels like sandpaper. I think it was my all about my skin video. But yes, it does. It's a harsh exfoliant. It smells so pretty. It's pink. It's like, it's perfect in every way. I really, really love this. My next sort of skin-ish product is actually for your eyebrows, and it's the Revita Brow Advanced Eyebrow Conditioning Serum. I'll need to do a video all about my eyebrows and like go into depth about it, because I don't want to like ramble here, but I've had some issues with my eyebrows falling out, getting really, really sparse now in the past couple of years, and I've tried so many different products. Some work, some don't. This product works. You know, I was a little bit skeptical at the beginning, which I was trying, like, I was sort of freaking out because it's expensive. It's $100 for this tiny little vial, and I was getting nervous thinking, oh my gosh, should I just throw $100 out the window? Because $100 is not nothing. But I want to say 2 to 3 days later, more like 3 days later after using this product, I started to see a difference. A week later, oh my goodness. I want to say I've been using this now for about 2.5 weeks, and I see a noticeable difference in my eyebrows. You know, I have a lot of makeup on them right now, so it's kind of hard to tell, but it's truly like, this is something that I would repurchase. This is something that I would save for. This is something that I would like sacrifice other things so that I could get this. It truly does exactly what it says. I've noticed it's interesting. I've noticed them the hairs get darker. So I don't know if there's like a little bit of like eyebrow dye. I'm not sure. I don't know the science behind it, but I've noticed my eyebrow hairs are darker now, and I have more of them, which are like two of the things that I needed the most. So yeah, I would say that if you're experiencing hair loss in your eyebrows, sparse brows, if they've sort of gotten like pretty light on you over the past couple of years, and you're looking for a conditioning treatment, because that's essentially what this is, I would definitely invest in this. Again, I know that it's kind of expensive for how much product you're getting, but it really works. It really 100% works, and I'm not being paid by the company, although I wish I were, because like I really believe in this product, and I really believe in what they're doing. So it's fantastic. Revita Brow, get it if you need it. Next sort of body skincare is not Not Soap Radio or Not Radio Soap? I'm not 100% sure. Not Soap Radio. Not Soap Radio. It is a shower gel, and I got it in a Birchbox, I want to say, and there's supposed to be like bubbles for your bath or like obviously shower gel. I love this stuff, and you know, I'm kind of choosy when it comes to like samples. If I get like a Birchbox or other sort of like sample items, sometimes they just kind of end up in like my storage closet and I sort of never see them again. I maybe like I'll use them once and then I'll just kind of forget about them. But I smelled this, and it was just around the same time that I was actually going through my like lemon obsession phase. And if you haven't seen that video yet, I'll link it down below. Oh, it smells so good. I do understand that this might be one of the scents that like some people love, some people hate. It just smells so clean. It smells so clean to me. It smells like flowers, like being in a meadow of like a really clean flower mixed with lemons. It smells so good. This is definitely a product that I'm going to buy the full size of when I'm done with it because it's just such a luxurious product. It makes me smell so good. I love it. My next sort of skincare body care product is the Saint Tropez Saint Tropez self tanning. I love this stuff. I'm a little reckless when it comes to applying self tanner, and if a self tanner can go on with no streaks with me, like, and my reckless like no mitt, just sort of anywhere and everywhere, I know it's a good product. I have like a little frog in my throat. So yeah, I found like I've been putting this on my face with my hands, which I know is probably bad, but it works so well. It works so well. It gives me the exact color that I want. I got this little size at Sephora, but I think you can probably order them online, I'm sure. Ricky's in New York City also carries like their whole line. I can't wait to try some of their other products. This is just such a good product. My last sort of skincare, body care product is this deodorant, oddly enough, deodorant by Jason. And it's the Naturally Fresh scent. So it doesn't really have much of a scent to it. I have been looking for an all-natural deodorant that is going to just keep me smelling good, to be honest. Just keep me smelling right and tight. And this is doing it. I can apply this once in the morning and then not really have to apply it again, which is pretty amazing for deodorant that doesn't have any antiperspirant in it, which means that it doesn't stop you from sweating. So you're still sweating, but you want this to like mask the scent. And I was using the La Vanilla, I think is how you pronounce it, for a little while, and it wasn't doing anything. And I went through 2 of the full deodorants, which is a lot. It's a lot to go through like a full deodorant. But I found that this, like, I can really apply it once, walk, work out, like do everything I need to do in a day, and I'm still, you know, I'm not like being suffocated by my own stench. So that's good. And my last 2 like sort of beauty-ish products are these 2 polishes from Essie. I have been loving these 2 colors, Tarte Deco and Mamba. Mamba is a really beautiful nude. I had it on my nails actually, and I wanted to do a little bit of like a review on it. So I won't go into it too much now, but I love this color. And then Tarte Deco, which I think is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful summer color. It's like just such a gorgeous orange, and in some lights it looks like a little bit more pink. It's such a pretty, pretty color. So I would definitely recommend these 2 colors. All right, moving into food favorites. I tried my hardest not to open this last night so that I could show you like a full packet, but I had to. Oh my goodness, these are my fave. I had to cut the top, obviously, because I had to get inside last night. But they're called Surf Sweets, and they're organic fruit bears. They're also vegan. They are made with organic fruit juice, no artificial colors or flavors. They have no corn syrup. They're 100% vitamin C per serving. They're free of the 10 most common allergens. They're made in a nut-free facility. They're dairy-free, casein-free, soy-free, gluten-free, and they're vegan. Oh, so you would imagine that these taste like cardboard. But I have to tell you, they taste so good that this is like, I'm embarrassed to say, might be, oh, I can smell them. might be like my 6th packet of these in like 2 weeks. I love them. They are the perfect little like sweet treat. Everyone's different, and like I tend to like my sweet treats at night, like right after I eat dinner. I just need something that's a little bit sweet. And, you know, instead of reaching for the cookies or the cake or like whatever else we have in the house, I love reaching for these because each of these little bears, they're like little gummy bears. Each of these bears packs such a punch, and I think it's because they're made with organic fruit juice. Each one has so much flavor that I find like, and I don't even, like, if I'm going to eat sweets, you know, I'm not, to a certain point, I'm not going to be like counting my calories. I'm not going to be like, oh, I've had 10 gummy bears, like, need to put it away now. Like, I'm pretty good with knowing, like, oh, okay, like, now I feel satisfied. I feel like I, like, got my sweet tooth in order. With these, I find I don't have to eat a lot of them because they're so full of flavor. Like, I have a few, and I'm good to go for the night. I just love them so much, and if you have them, you need to try them. They have one of the gummies is grapefruit flavored, and I'm not even like a ginormous grapefruit person, but I've never tasted something like as delicious as the grapefruit gummy bear. Oh my goodness. They're so good. I can't recommend them enough. This is, again, like my 6th pack of these in like 2 weeks, which I know is like a little excessive, but they're so good. So good. And they're like good. They're 130 calories per serving, and there's only 2 servings in here, you know? So that's not terrible. Not bad, not bad. Okay, my next food favorite has been the Kashi Organic Promise Indigo Morning. Now, I'm not like I can't say that I'm not a huge cereal person because I love cereal. But I know that I love cereal so much that I can go through a whole box in like 2 days. So I try not to buy it often because even the healthiest of cereals like aren't, you know, it's not good to eat the whole box. And I have like no self-control when it comes to cereal. But I was craving cereal a week or 2 ago, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get a box, harmless. Not so harmless because this is like my 3rd box that I bought in like the past 2 weeks. This and the Surf Sweets are like killing me. This cereal is so good. It's so good. If you're looking for an adult version of like Kix or Trix, that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of like if you put Kix and Trix together. More so Trix with the bunny rabbit. So good. Oh my goodness. It's delicious. This is only 100 calories per 3/4 a cup. So it's not terrible. It has 1 gram of fat, 6 grams of sugar, which, you know, isn't fantastic, but isn't terrible. And as a treat, like sometimes, you know, you're just kind of craving something like a little naughtier. And instead of reaching for a donut, listen, a bowl of Kashi Indigo Morning. I'm telling you, it's so good. But if you're like me and you have no self-control and you have like 2 or 3 bowls, then like clearly not the best. But I can't not share this with you. It's so good. My last 2 favorites for this month are books. I've been trying to read more. I mean, I think I do pretty well. Like, I'll read 1 or 2 books in like 2 weeks, and then I'll like take a break for 2 weeks and then read another 2 books, and I'm kind of a quick reader. But these 2 books I just recently finished, and I love them. The first book is by Edward Burns, Independent Ed, and it's all about his career. It's a biography. It's an autobiography. So it goes, you know, he talks about growing up and school and college and how he got into the filmmaking industry and how he became an actor, and it's just so inspiring. And I think it's inspiring no matter what, you know, career you're in or what your career of choice is, because it's just all about taking chances and believing in yourself and kind of remaining naive enough to not allow fear of failure, fear of like what could happen to stop you. And I don't know about you guys, but like as you get older, you know, you start over complicating and overthinking, over analyzing so many of your choices. And maybe it's because you know more, you've seen more, or what, but you can like slowly start to like close yourself into this tight little circle of of like, oh, this is what I know is safe, this is what I know works, and it actually inhibits growth instead of encourages it. And that's what I really loved about this book. He took so many chances in his career and like just kind of went with what he wanted to do and his passion, and had support from friends and family, and even when he didn't, he just kept moving forward, and it's just so inspirational, so great. Edward Burns is actually this is kind of embarrassing, but I didn't really know who he was until like, I got into the book a bit, kept reading it, and he is the guy from 27 Dresses, George, the guy that Katherine Heigl, like the boss who she's kind of in love with. That's who he is, which is cool. I didn't realize. He does mostly like independent films, which is why the book's called Independent Ed. But he has obviously been in some like really big. He was in Saving Private Ryan, and he's worked with like everyone and anyone in the industry. He's an amazing guy. But yeah, I would definitely recommend reading this. It's pretty short too. It's a great beach read. I think it's a really good summer read too, because I don't know about you guys, but like I feel like the summer's a really great time to like redial, restart, and then like September's a great time because sort of everyone has that energy of like, all right, we're starting a new school year. We're starting like a new exciting year. So like let's get to it. So I think this is a really great book for that. My last favorite for this month is another book, and it is called Dying to Be Me by Anita Moorjani. This is such an amazing account of Anita's journey. Anita had a near-death experience, I want to say, an NDE, near-death experience. And to be honest, regardless of religion, regardless of spirituality or what you believe or what you don't believe, this book just is really remarkable because it just gives you, the confidence and the self-assurance to just be yourself. And I think that that's such an amazing and very, like, relevant message for nowadays. And I think that's kind of what's so great about YouTube as well, is that, you can just be yourself. And that's like the biggest takeaway message from this book, not to spoil it because, it really is such an amazing account of, not just her near-death experience, but her life, how she grew up, and, all of these factors that sort of made her who she was until she had this near-death experience. And regardless of whether or not you believe in near-death experiences, what she kind of came out with was this message of pure love and self-acceptance. And I don't think anyone can argue with just pure love and loving yourself. And I think that, her biggest thing is just that's one of the hardest things in life. The hardest thing is just to accept yourself, accept your flaws, accept, what you're good at, what you're not good at, and just love who you are and continuously work on who you are and give that to the rest of the world. And that's what I think, is so amazing about this book. And it's definitely one of those books that, the first time you read it, you're just like, wow, I can't believe this happened to her. I can't believe all of this stuff. And my husband is reading it now, and I want to read it again when he's done because it's such a beautiful, beautiful book. And I think it carries such a relevant, gorgeous message. Again, it doesn't matter, like, regardless of religion or spirit, like what you believe in spiritually, it just, her message is overall to all humans of all races and nations and religions, just to love yourself and love, the potential that everyone else has. And so, yeah, I think this is a really great book. Makes a really great gift. Yeah, it's also one of those great books that you can kind of like, I read it, my husband read it, like my mom read it and got it passed to her by like a coworker. And it's one of those books that like after you read it, you're like, oh my goodness, I want everyone to read this, I want to pass this along to everybody. So yeah, those are all of my favorites for this month of June. June was a really great month. It kind of flew, and I'm not one to be like every month like, oh my gosh, I can't believe the month is over, although sometimes I do feel like that. But yeah, I feel like June kind of came and went, and I'm excited to get into summer. I'm excited for July and August, and for all the fun things. Leave me a comment down below if you've used any of my favorites. Let me know what your favorites were this month, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Bye!